Out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5". Throwing to start the drive. Jenkins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Good work there on that completion. You know, once we made the move, Charles, from 4 preseason games down to 3, kind of tougher to know how to handle these games as a coaching staff. And they've decided they want at least some of their starters out there. They said probably for this entire first half. Do you agree with that?
Ordinarily, Brandon, I wouldn't, but I actually do, and here's why. When we went from 4 to 3 in terms of preseason games, we left a bigger gap between the third game and the start of the regular season. So there's a lot of time for rust to build up, right, and some bad habits to form. I want these guys to play as much as possible in preseason and be ready to go when the season begins. So, yes, I'm all in favor of them getting some extra work here.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Off the play fake, Jenkins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Jenkins. Dancing to his left. And this one's incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
62 yards.
And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Oh, that's a great throw right there. And this is why this organization felt like they could sign him in the offseason and give him the keys to the offense. His decision-making has been top-notch, and they're hoping to see a lot of these when the season officially gets on.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Jenkins rolling to his left. Dancing away at the 35. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Off play action. Jenkins. They'll roll him out right. And he whips that one incomplete there. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
DJ Jones forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the...
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing, and I think on 1st and 10, Jenkins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Minnesota. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Albert Wilson from 21 yards away.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing to start the drive, Jenkins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Williams.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime in a wide